Hello, Morongo Basin, and listeners around the world online at Z107.7 FM.com. Here is the Z107.7 Local News for Friday, October 11th, 2024. A man alleged to have stolen mail in 29 Palms with a 16-year-old behind the wheel of a getaway car is facing charges of child abuse. On Monday, the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Morongo Basin Station reports that they received a call from a person who witnessed mail theft, and the witness included a description of the vehicle. At around 11 a.m., deputies spotted a vehicle matching the description driving on 29 Palms Highway near Lear Avenue and conducted a traffic stop. Deputies report that an unidentified 16-year-old was driving the vehicle. They identified the passenger as Timothy Burleson Jr., 41, a convicted felon. Deputies report finding evidence of stolen mail inside the vehicle and that witnesses identified Burleson as the person behind the theft. Timothy Burleson Jr. was arrested on suspicion of 2 charges of child abuse and conspiracy to commit a crime. A representative with the Sheriff's Morongo Basin Station confirmed that allowing a 16-year-old to drive a vehicle while committing a crime is considered criminal child abuse. Burleson may be facing additional federal charges for the mail theft. He is being held on $110,000 bail. A solar storm brought the northern lights to the Morongo Basin last night, though the indigo waves weren't visible to the naked eye. Owing to what scientists have called heightened solar activity, the northern lights, also known as aurora borealis, have been appearing in more diverse locations, including Southern California. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration said that the current storm was ranked 4 out of 5 in severity. Though the local manifestation of the phenomenon was not visible to the naked eye, certain settings on a camera or smartphone could reveal purple, pink, and blue hues in last night's sky. The northern lights were last visible in our area in May. We've got a gallery of images taken near the park available at this story at our website, Z107.7 FM.com. Take part in democracy by casting your informed vote. The election is less than a month away, and online news editor Robert Hayden has info and dates to keep in mind as Election Day approaches.
Ballots have begun to arrive in the mailboxes around the basin. According to the San Bernardino Register of Voters, mail ballots for the November 5th, 2024 general election were delivered to the United States Postal Service on October 7th. If you believe your ballot wasn't delivered or was lost, you can request a replacement ballot to be delivered by mail, or you can visit the voting location and cast a ballot in person. There's also still time to register to vote if you haven't already, and if you're registering or re-registering less than 15 days before the November 5th election, you're going to need to complete a same-day voter registration process and request your ballot in person at your county election office or polling location. We'll have links for those county elections office and polling locations, along with voting information at this story at Z107.7FM.com. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Robert Hayden.
Law enforcement training is a major priority in San Bernardino County, and officials have partnered with the Sheriff's Department to provide significant training in de-escalation tactics for handling nonviolent situations or individuals suffering from mental health crises. On last week's episode of the Z107.7 Up Close show, host Gary Daigneault had a lengthy conversation with Don Rao, the chairman of San Bernardino County Board of Supervisors, Dr. Georgina Yoshioka, director of County Behavioral Health, and Diane Rundle, assistant executive officer for San Bernardino County. Daigneault asked Dr. Yoshioka about how the county is helping to provide training to sheriff's deputies, and then asked Rundle about the county's financial stake in the training.
So actually, when I started with the county in 2007, I came in learning about the Crisis Intervention Training Program, which is between the Department of Behavioral Health and Sheriff Department. So we partner to train all law enforcement personnel throughout the county. In matter of fact, our program is so well, we get other counties sending their officers as well. But with that, we offer a 40-hour training, and we basically provide an overview of mental health. We also have the idea of also bringing de-escalation. We do scenarios on the last day where officers can now take the skills that they're learning and knowledge they're getting in the 40-hour, and they apply it in these different scenarios of role plays, so that even they're out in the community, they can actually apply it. So it's really about, we also do tours of our different sites so the officers are aware, the deputies are aware of what those services are like, where they can access them. But it's been really great. We trained over 2,500 officers to date, and here in Morongo, we have actually all the officers have been trained in CIT.
So the effort to train additional training to law enforcement to deal with mental health crisis is successful. Is that an investment for the county?
I mean, I think it's a needed investment. Absolutely. You can't expect a law enforcement officer to have all the answers out there in those crisis situations. They need those experts, those professionals to support them and help them navigate things that, require licensing and a lot of different education to get into those environments and be successful. So we recognize there's need to continue to partner, right, and to continue to address these issues that are happening out in the community. But I think we're definitely making strides and investments in that area.
You can hear their full conversation by listening to the Z107.7 Up Close show as a podcast, available at our website, Z107.7FM.com, or wherever you get your podcasts. Continuing today and running into November, the town of Yucca Valley's Recreation Department will be screening family-friendly movies in the courtyard of the Yucca Valley Community Center. This week, the town will be showing Mulan, an animated film about a young woman disguising herself to take her ailing father's place in the army and bring honor to her family. The screenings will be held this Friday and the next 5 Fridays at the community center. These shows cost $2 and begin at 6:30 p.m. Doors open at 6 p.m. If you're a cowboy, ride your steel horse on down to Tortoise Rock Casino, because Wanted, a tribute to Bon Jovi, will be playing Definitely Not Dead and Certainly Alive. This concert is part of Tortoise Rock's free Friday night concert series, and Wanted will be living on a prayer and playing all your favorite hits on a bed of roses. The show begins at 8 p.m. at Tortoise Rock Casino in 29 Palms. Barbecue ribs, chicken, and pork will be available starting at 5 p.m. Prepare to lose your head this Halloween at Theater 29. Their new production of The Legend of Sleepy Hollow begins tonight. The show's director, Eric Ross, stopped by the Z107.7 morning show where he explained just how scary the show will be.
There are some incredible, principals and leads, and I can't say enough about them because they are just making this thing come to life.
Or undead, as the case may be.
This is true, too.
Well, Ichabod's usually alive, right?
Well, for how long, we don't know. Every show, it seems like the cast just keeps on getting creepier and creepier.
Okay.
So I would say it's definitely family-friendly, but there are a few elements that might catch adults and children by surprise, but it's nothing gratuitous, no gore.
Tickets are still available for tonight's opening gala featuring heavy hors d'oeuvres, desserts, and a silent auction, which will benefit Reach Out Morongo Basin. The show runs through October 27th, and tickets for the remainder of the run are available at theater29.org. The Palms and Paws Animal Shelter in 29 Palms will be conducting a low-cost rabies vaccination clinic for cats and dogs tomorrow morning. The cost is $8 per vaccination, cash only. City of 29 Palms and San Bernardino County licensing will also be available. The clinic runs from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. at the Palms and Paws Animal Shelter at 7086 Bullion Road, 1 block south of Sullivan Road in 29 Palms. All dogs must be on a leash and cats in a carrier. The Yucca Valley Senior Center is hosting a rummage sale tomorrow. If you're looking for great gifts, heirlooms, or just want to help support local senior citizens, bring your pocketbooks to the Fall Senior Center rummage sale. Organized by the Yucca Valley Senior Center, local seniors have come together to sell their items at this free event. Expect to purchase a variety of treasures, crafts, and extra items from their garages, attics, storage sheds, and closets. Shop for a wide variety of items, including plants, clothes, household items, pictures, trinkets, jewelry, and more. The rummage sale runs tomorrow from 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Yucca Valley Senior Center, located at 57088 29 Palms Highway in Yucca Valley. And finally, the 29 Palms Historical Society presents the Weed Show Workshop tomorrow at 1 p.m. at the Old Schoolhouse Museum, out on 6760 National Park Drive. Children and adults of all ages are welcome to attend and learn from award-winning show veterans. This is the 84th year for the Weed Show, which is free to enter and free to attend. This year's theme is All Roads Lead to the Weed Show. Come out to the Weed Show this November 2nd and 3rd. You can see our previous reporting and winners at this story on our website. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear about news happening, let us know. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm Jeff Harmatz.